I'm gonna start rapping, man. And then everybody gonna be saying, man, I'm being Roy Jones Jr. I'm coming out like Roy. Y'all must have forgot. Yeah.
As rumors of a fight heat up, Terence Crawford takes a bold shot at Canelo Alvarez, implying that he will rule boxing like a real legend. Because Crawford is so sure of himself, he is causing more trouble than just his bold comments. Crawford went on to say, "We shall see where Terence Crawford leads. As I said, the future is bright. The sport is going in the right direction." It's not just talk, it's a direct challenge to Canelo. Crawford is setting himself up to take over the spotlight, which Canelo has held for years with his words and ambition. Crawford is making one thing clear. The future of boxing has room for only one king, and he's ready to claim the throne. Amir Khan, who has fought alongside Terence Crawford before, added fuel to the fire by making a bold claim. Khan freely admitted that the undefeated champion has what it takes to dethrone Canelo Alvarez.
Crawford could beat him because Crawford is a big 147 fighter and is strong as well, which a lot of people don't give him the credit for. I think that fight, if it does happen, as long as Crawford stays away and just boxes and be smart, he can win that fight.
This isn't just praise. It's a sharp critique of Canelo's dominance. Khan's words imply that Crawford's skill and precision could expose weaknesses Canelo's opponents haven't been able to exploit with such a strong endorsement from a former rival. The narrative is clear. Crawford might be the fighter to end Canelo's reign, and the boxing world is bracing for the potential shift in power. Amir Khan's remarks only added fuel to the growing speculation, but Terence Crawford didn't stop there. He escalated the tension, claiming that his presence alone poses a serious threat to Canelo Alvarez and his legacy. Crawford implied that Canelo's hesitation to accept the fight or his steep financial demands are signs of fear, not strategy, by framing himself as the challenger who could dismantle Canelo's reign. Crawford is pushing the narrative that the Mexican superstar is avoiding the inevitable. The suggestion is clear. Canelo knows what's at stake, and facing Crawford could mean risking his status as the face of boxing. This isn't just a rivalry. It's a battle for legacy, and Crawford is making sure the world knows who has the upper hand.
If I'm easy work, I heard him say, I'm easy work. If I was easy work, well, you would take all that money that he's offering you. But yet and still, he want $200 million for Benavidez, and he want $150 million to fight me. So that just lets me know right there that I'm a threat to him. I'm a threat to him. I'm a threat to his legacy.
It's not just bold statements that Terence Crawford is sure he can beat Canelo Alvarez. He's had years of experience to back it up. The current champion, who is known for beating opponents of all sizes, isn't scared of Canelo's strength. Crawford has always been good at adapting, and now he's getting ready to show it on the biggest stage of his career. "I just think his punching power and his physical size are the only things that I really have to worry about addressing the key strengths," Crawford said. Canelo is known for this. This isn't just an acknowledgement of Canelo's strength. It's a smart recognition of the task that lies ahead. Crawford is not afraid of the fact that he will be up against a bigger, stronger opponent. Instead, he sees it as another challenge he is ready to take on. He wants to say something with these words. He knows what Canelo's skills are, but isn't scared of them. The fight between the two would be a clash of styles and strategies, something Crawford is already preparing himself for mentally. His track record of facing bigger fighters says volumes about his resilience and adaptability. He also said, "But who knows? Once we get in the ring, we don't know how I'll handle his punching power or his size. I've been fighting bigger guys my whole life, so I'm pretty familiar with that aspect of the game," doubling down on his readiness for the challenge. This is where Crawford's words turn into a subtle warning. He's not only acknowledging the unknowns of the fight, but also reminding everyone that he's been here before. Bigger opponents, tougher challenges. It's nothing new for the pound-for-pound king. The suggestion is clear. While Canelo's size and power might daunt others, for Crawford it's just another day in the ring. These statements only amplify the tension, laying the groundwork for a potential Crawford's calculated confidence and willingness to face the unknown could redefine boxing's landscape in a potential showdown, all eyes are now on whether Canelo is willing to step up to the challenge. Crawford's bold claims have already stirred the boxing world, but they gained even more weight when Oscar de la Hoya weighed in on the debate. The legendary boxer and promoter didn't hold back, expressing his belief that Crawford had the skills to beat Canelo Alvarez. Well, first of all, I give Crawford all the credit in the world for even thinking about possibly fighting Canelo, but if that fight ever takes place, I have Crawford 1000%. And people are gonna say, oh well, you're contradicting yourself. I kind of am, but Crawford is also a big guy. Crawford is a big guy who can handle Canelo because they're the same size. This endorsement from a Hall of Famer is more than just an opinion. It's a direct challenge to Canelo's invincibility. De La Hoya's statement suggests that Crawford's unmatched versatility and ring IQ could be the perfect formula to dismantle Canelo's dominance, coming from someone who knows the pressure of being at the top. This is a serious blow to Canelo's aura, with De La Hoya backing Crawford. The narrative is shifting, and the cracks in Canelo's legacy are becoming harder to ignore. Oscar de la Hoya's backing of Terence Crawford was a seismic shift, but the story didn't end there. The spotlight quickly turned to Canelo Alvarez, who finally broke his silence on the potential showdown. His response was direct and unyielding, a clear attempt to put the pressure back on Crawford. Canelo brushed off the idea of meeting Crawford halfway, dismissing the notion of a catchweight fight. Instead, he laid down the challenge for Crawford to step up to 168 lbs, his territory, and face him on his turn. This wasn't just a response. It was a calculated power move to assert his dominance as the sport's reigning superstar.
I can't go down anymore. But like he say, when they ask him for that Germonta fight, they don't wanna get credit for that fight. It's the same for me. I don't need to take that fight because everybody's gonna say it's too small, it's too small, it's too small, and then, he need to enjoy his fight. Okay, he deserve it. He deserve it. I like Spence, but I like Spence and all the respect for him and everything. But I knew. I think is the type of fight Terence Crawford is different. 168, but like I say, like he say, nobody's gonna give me credit for that.
Thank you very much. In all honesty, I mean, he might not be able to bridge it on Saturday. First.
Nadrimov, yeah.
So
one weight class.
68, yeah, but you're coming up from 35, 35, 40, 47, 54. Sooner or later, it's one too many, and 68 is definitely too many. But Crawford's brilliant. Like he's a genius. He's a generational great. So maybe he can find a way to do it. But I feel he'd be hugely outsized.
Terence, any chance your kids become UFC champions? No. Why not? They don't pay you enough. Huh?
His dedication sends a clear message. He's ready to rise to any challenge, even one as daunting as stepping into Canelo's weight class. Crawford's work ethic is a testament to his hunger for greatness, leaving little doubt that he's preparing for the fight of his life, while critics question whether he can handle Canelo's power and size. Crawford is busy ensuring he's ready to silence the doubters in the most brutal way possible. The controversy surrounding this potential showdown only fuels his determination, making the prospect of this fight even more electrifying. Crawford's intense training has already drawn attention, but it's not just his hard work that's making waves. Former opponent Shawn Porter, who knows Crawford's strength firsthand, offered an eye-opening perspective on what sets him apart. Porter's remarks highlighted a deeper layer to Crawford's preparation, one that defies conventional boxing norms and showcases his ability to adapt and evolve as a fighter. He stated, "I felt his strength. Something that I kind of realized. Last week, I said, you know what? Terence has been hitting weights for a very long time, something that you're told not to do in boxing." Porter's insight offers a glimpse into Crawford's unconventional approach, one that challenges traditional boxing wisdom, unlike many fighters who avoid weight training to maintain speed and flexibility. Crawford has found a way to build strength without compromising his precision. This unique preparation underscores why he remains a step ahead of his opponents, blending power and finesse in a way few can replicate, he stated. Terence has kind of understood that he knew he was going to 147, so he knew he needed to be hitting the weights. No, he's not pushing up 250 lbs or repping that or anything like that, but he's doing just enough to add that muscle density. He further continued to praise Crawford's abilities to handle different weight classes and stated that when he came into 147, he was filled in perfectly. The same thing is happening now as he moves to 154. He's going to be filled in at 154 more than anybody could ever expect. This calculated progression isn't just about adding size. It's about mastering each weight class with precision. Crawford's ability to fill in at every level shows his commitment to excelling on every stage, no matter how big the challenge for Canelo, who thrives on overpowering opponents. This transformation poses a significant threat to his dominance. I'm sure if he handles Madoff in a way that nobody expects from a strength and power standpoint, every time, people are going to be looking at, oh, what's he doing? Where's the dope? Where's this? Where's that? But it's none of that. It's just that he's prepared himself to be at this point. Porter's comments challenge the narrative surrounding Crawford's rise in weight classes. His success isn't due to shortcuts or luck. It's the result of meticulous preparation and years of refining his craft. These words highlight why Crawford's name sparks fear among his rivals. The message is clear. Crawford's preparation isn't just about facing Canelo. It's about proving he belongs at the top regardless of the weight or the opponent as the boxing the world watches closely. Porter's testimony adds to the mounting evidence that Crawford is ready to redefine what's possible in the sport. Sean Porter's insight into Crawford's preparation showcased a fighter ready to face any challenge, but even he acknowledged the danger posed by Canelo Alvarez's devastating power. Porter emphasized the threat of Canelo's relentless punching strength, especially in the early rounds, where the Mexican superstar is known to dominate. Canelo's aggressive style and ability to wear down opponents with powerful shots make the opening rounds a crucial period for Crawford to navigate carefully. Despite this, Porter also highlighted Crawford's ability to adapt and exploit weaknesses, as Canelo's pace naturally slows in later rounds. Crawford's endurance, precision, and strategic brilliance could take over this matchup, which represents more than just a test of physicality. It's a collision of skill, tactics, and heart, promising a fight that could redefine the legacies of both fighters.
I am concerned about him absorbing a Canelo punch, especially through the course of 12 rounds. We do know this about Canelo. He's going to slow down, so I think if anything, Canelo would try to start fast and bang on him and break him down before he gets later, and he's still got that kind of steam. But, there's so many components that make a champion. There's so many components that make a great, a legend.
As the conversation around the potential clash between Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez continues to grow, trainers and boxing experts are weighing in with their perspectives. Among them is Buddy McGinty, a seasoned trainer whose opinions carry significant weight in the boxing world. McGinty offered a fresh take on Crawford's approach, focusing on how weight might factor into the fight. His remarks stand as a testament to Crawford's undeniable skill and ability to handle even the most daunting challenges. He stated they should come in under 68, trying to get in good shape, whether he's 64, 65, or fight night. I think Terence is a talented enough fighter that when he does get in there, no matter what he weighs, he's going to handle his business. Mort's confidence in Crawford is both striking and controversial. While many have questioned whether Crawford could survive at a heavier weight, McGinty believes his technical brilliance and adaptability will outweigh any size disadvantage this perspective challenges. The narrative that Canelo's power and size would dominate the fight suggests instead that Crawford's skills could neutralize those factors. These words add fuel to the ongoing debate and further divide fans and experts. Mort's faith in Crawford underscores the fighter's growing reputation as a once-in-a-generation talent capable of overcoming any obstacle. The stakes for this potential fight continue to rise, with every new opinion only amplifying the intrigue and controversy. Buddy MLCG's unwavering faith in Terence Crawford sparked debates about the fighter's ability to rise above the challenges posed by Canelo Alvarez. However, not everyone shares the same optimism. Demetrius Andrade, a skilled boxer with first-hand knowledge of the ring's demands, offered a contrasting perspective. Andrade's remarks reflected both respect for Crawford's abilities and a sobering acknowledgement of Canelo's formidable presence. He stated, "Canelo is a big bad wolf. He knows how to move, block, and take power shots. I don't think Crawford can beat Canelo, but he can still give him a good fight." Andrade's statement painted Canelo as a near-unstoppable force, emphasizing his unmatched experience, defense, and ability to take punishing blows, while he acknowledged Crawford's potential to hold his own and cast doubt on whether Crawford could truly overcome Canelo's dominance. This take adds another layer to the growing divide among fans and experts over how the fight would play. Demetrius Andrade's skepticism about Crawford's chances against Canelo Alvarez added a dose of reality to the talk, but Conor Benn offered a different perspective. Benn, known for his sharp insights and fearless attitude, sees Crawford as a fighter capable of taking on anyone between 154 and 60. His comments show his trust in Crawford's adaptability and skill set, emphasizing that this potential fight would come down to more than just physical strength.
With Crawford going up, I believe he can put a beating on anybody 154, 160.
But not 68.
Nah, Benavidez is...
Oh, Canelo. Yeah.
Oh, Canelo. I think he's a smart fighter. He doesn't rely on his power. Crawford ain't a fighter who just relies on his power. And then Canelo, you know, when he's fought Belenga, then fought Ryder, Munguia. It's even. I think it'd be a 50-50 fight if Crawford fought Canelo.
Benn framed the matchup as a true test of boxing IQ, with both fighters depending on strategy and technique rather than raw strength. His viewpoint shifts the focus from size and power to the mental chess match that could play out in the ring. This isn't just a fight. It's a war of wits, precision, and the ability to outthink and outmaneuver an equally skilled opponent. Conor Benn's balanced perspective on Crawford versus Canelo gave a fresh lens to view the potential fight, framing it as a battle of skill and strategy. Adding to this ongoing discussion, renowned trainer Robert Garcia shared his opinion, giving a middle ground between the extremes of doubt and unwavering confidence. Garcia acknowledged the challenges Crawford would face, but highlighted the traits that make him a formidable opponent for Canelo. He stated, "With Terence Crawford, it will be pretty even, even though a lot of people think it's a total mismatch. I think Crawford puts up a decent fight." Garcia's comments challenged the narrative that this fight would be a one-sided affair in favor of Canelo. By calling it an even matchup, Garcia emphasized the depth of Crawford's skill and his ability to rise to the occasion while acknowledging Canelo's dominance. Garcia pointed out that Crawford has the tools to turn the fight into a true contest of greatness. The range of opinions from boxing experts, trainers, and fighters shows just how big this potential fight could be. Crawford's adaptability and sharp technique face off against Canelo's raw power and relentless aggression. Both fighters bring incredible skill and strategy to the table, making this matchup one for the history books with so much on the line: legacy, dominance, and the future of boxing. This fight could reshape the sport's modern era. It's about defining boxing's dominant force, not just who wins. What do you think? Can Crawford handle Canelo's size and power, or will Canelo prove too strong for the pound-for-pound king? Share your thoughts in the comments section below, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. Stay tuned for the latest updates and insights on the biggest boxing events.